that perception's not always reality, and how important it is for us to use our voice to glorify God and remind even the strongest of Christians how wonderful God is and how powerful prayer is. So my neighbor's a really good Christian guy, someone to be looked up to, written Christian books, spends his time in church, leads his family in Christ, just a good guy. But in his past, he struggled from alcoholism, drug addiction, sex addiction, you name it, he struggled from it. And he just kind of opened up to me and let me know how these desires are starting to kind of creep back in and really control his life, and being a crushing, almost debilitating desire in his life here lately. And he's not really sure how to handle it. And in his words, he said he's trying to play God in his own life and trying to control every outcome and every narrative to try to combat these desires and stay away from them. And again, this is a good Christian guy that's been in his faith for many of years. And I was just listening to him, and in my mind, I was thinking, well, there's a couple of prayers that I'm sure he's already praying, but I'm just going to go ahead and ask him anyway. So I asked him, I said, are you praying for God to give you the peace beyond all understanding that only he can give you during these really trying days when you don't want to get out of bed and you feel like you can't do anything? Are you asking him for the peace and the grace and the mercy every single day to be able to walk through your day and enjoy your life and enjoy the blessings that you do have in your life? And he said no. And I said, well, when these desires are kicked up, are you asking God to remove the worldly desires, the addictive desires from your heart, and replace them with what's more in line with him and what glorifies him in the kingdom? And he said no. Now, I'm going through the fire, like I've told you guys before, and these prayers are at the forefront of my prayer life every single day. And I just would have thought that a devout Christian like him, they would be at the forefront of his as well. Remember, I'll never tell you how to pray, but I'll give you some food for thought. And I just thought that those would be prayers that he would be saying every single day. But he needed that reminder. And God put us in that little spot in Walmart for us to have that conversation. I truly believe that, for me to remind him how powerful prayer is and how powerful our words are. Remember, our tongue is our sword, and our words are so powerful, especially in prayer. They can change our lives if we have faith. Hope that helps. T.G.M.B.